welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Basketball. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Whiteside, and it's Paul in at the one spot. And for the Nets, Harris is out there with Durant, then it's Harden, then there's Irving, and it's Z at center. Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. And you hear fans joke about Junior, calling him the general manager. But, Greg, it's not that far from the truth. The front office has started to consult with him on player moves. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Nets. They defeated the Wizards in their last one.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in.
And that rim shrinking.
They grabbed their own miss and taken away by Paul. On the wing, Booker hits it from three-point range.
Catching and shooting with confidence. Devin Booker letting it fly.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He said that James Harden has the ability to win a game all by himself. Coach said there's no limit to how many points he can score. We have to try to make other people beat us and live with the results. So they'll try to do what they can to get the ball out of his hands. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam. Bridges passes to Paul. No good from outside. The Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Yep, that one goes.
No stopping Kyrie on the drive right there. Getting to the basket with ease.
Paul against Harden. Paul kicks to Bridges. Passes it to Book. Jacks up a three. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
17 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Charge is out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's Paul in at the point guard position.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Fires the three. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie. Harden for Brooklyn. They've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Z. The shot's good. Z's got 7 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside.
Here is Whiteside. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Booker outside. Nailed from three-point land.
There's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against the Wizards was terrific. He had 19 points, but it was his season-high rebounds that really stood out.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates...
Booker in the corner. Hand on it, and he recovers it. Here in the second quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Paul. Uncovered. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Paul's
teammate.
Harden the pass to Z. KD on the wing. He's guarded by Kaminsky. To the middle. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
Kevin, about where Whiteside fits into the puzzle, he is still a double-double threat down on the inside and can be taken advantage of on nights.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Brooklyn. A big good substitution here for Phoenix. Johnson, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Torrey Craig comes in for Bridges. Thanks again on the pass to Craig. And the Suns miss again.
And they continue to control the glass.
Irving's shot is good.
You make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is. Usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Got a piece of it. Harden outside. Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
I like to see KD when he just elongates like that. Gets all the way up to the rim for the
First half. Brooklyn leading by 13. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Yes. And it's Irving picking up the assist. Pass to Payne. Off the run. A rebound by the Nets. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harden finds Porter. Here's Z. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 17. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Z.
Players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that
Bridges, no one around him. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through.
See the pass to Irving. And that one drops. Irving's got Spain, finds Sharpish. No good on the triple. Nets leading by 16. And that one's good by Porter. 6 points for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Payne. Good on the bucket.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Inside. In the corner, Irving with it. Shoots over Payne, and he sinks that one. Hitting the back of the rim.
Shot. And it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. Has to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Unwilling to let up.
On the court now for the Suns. Getting going here in the fourth. Call out there with Booker. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Craig in at the small. And it looks like, yep, it's the coach's challenge on the personal foul. And triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Johnson in the corner, 5 to shoot, offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Irving's shot is good.
Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is.
Nets leading by 23. And Irving hit the basket on the assist from KD. And a very interesting way to go.
It is. I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deal. And they're on a single team that's built around their needs.
Paul dishes to Booker. The rebound by the Nets. Z's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the basket by Harden.
The assist totals.
2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curves a 10-0 run by the Nets.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be.
Tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Payne with it. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocked.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Jordan. So it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 2 minutes. To the wing right side. Another 3 for Phoenix.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the 4th. Dinwiddie up top. Pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Payne looking around. Outside Williams. Here's Nader. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Nets have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive outburst.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Brooklyn.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Z.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
Here's Galloway, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And then Smith with the dunk.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. That one goes in.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
In the corner, it's Galloway. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And Green gets it to go.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Payne kicks to Nader. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking the page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Number 18. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Z. And here are the Suns now. And here's Payne. Here's Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint.